In this video, I'm going to show you how to customize a musician's Twitch channel. Hey everyone, Stephen here, aka Mr. DJ, with another video for the DIY Musician Guide. Now, I've literally just started streaming on Twitch, and one of the things I've noticed being on there is that other musicians have really snazzy about page filled with things like about, info panels, and donation panels, and gear lists, and when the next shows are, things like that. So after sorting my own channel out, I thought it would be a good idea to help other fellow musicians sort theirs out too in, well, this DIY musician guide video. Right, here we are on my Twitch channel. So I'll just give you a brief overview of what I'm talking about. So you get here from this little menu here, and this just shows you your recent videos, and you can see I've been playing on it, been Twitch streaming on it last week. But if you go to about, you'll see I've got this little about description here, which is my name is Stephen and I'm a musician based in Liverpool, blah blah blah, I'm pretty new, with some social links. So I am going to show you how to set that out as well, because I think that's probably the most important thing to do. And all of these panels as well. So I've got one about my info, about who I am, and I've added an image, I've added a bit of description, and I've added some social links. I've also added my latest release, basically an image to my latest release. I have some info about that. I've also added this, it's like basically a plugin this for your page, which will tell people when you're going to play, basically a scheduling plugin. I've got a link to my YouTube channel because I think that's pretty important because it helps DIY musicians, so people might find that important. A gear list, because I've found that a lot of musicians on Twitch will list their gear, and I found out that basically day one when somebody asked me about the gear I was using, so I thought, well, I'll list some of it there, and I probably haven't finished doing that. There's also a donations link, which links to a separate page. Now, this uses Streamlabs, so I will briefly go through what you need to do there to set up a donations link for your own channel. And I've also got a link to my Discord, the DIY Musician Guide, this Discord, if anyone's interested in that. So that's basically how I've set out my page, and I'm going to go through each one of them right now and show you how to do yours. Okay, the first thing we're going to look at is how to change this brief description and social links, and it's super simple but probably the most important when you're first setting up your page. And it's this button right on the right, edit about and links. Click on that, a new pop-up will open, and here you'll just show what it actually says there. Basically just giving you a view of what it's going to look like, a preview. You can't change your username, you can change your display name, but the bio is what we're interested in here. And basically I've got my name is Stephen, I'm a musician based in Liverpool in the UK. I'm pretty new to streaming on Twitch, so thanks for stopping by. At some point I will edit that when I'm not that new to streaming. I just wanted to tread lightly because I wasn't really sure what Twitch was like and what people will be like towards me. So kind of keep this brief, I would say. Just it's just basically your pitch basically of what you're doing there and who you are and all that stuff. To add social links, it's as simple as just adding the display name for the link there as well as the link underneath. So I've got YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Bandcamp, and Instagram. One of the things I don't like about this is that you can't kind of move them around, so it's kind of one of the issues I had with YouTube back in the day. But it looks pretty good when it's on there, and if you go back to the page you can see this is exactly what it looks like. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to create these panel headers. Now I'll just quickly show you how these have been implemented. So if you go to edit panels, this is how you will create a section within your description, your about page. Click this and you can see all of these are made of these little panels. But you can also see these little images I've got for YouTube, gear, Discord, and donations, and they're the things I kind of want to focus on right now. Basically, when you create a new panel, let's press plus there, you add a text or image panel, and you press that. And basically you put your description here, and your image. Now to create this image, you can see that I've got Discord. If I go back, I can show them again. I've got this YouTube, gear, and Discord. You can create these for free without using any software. By you going to this website, and I'll put this link in the description. I came across this nerdordie.com resource, and it's basically a Twitch panel creator, and that's how I create mine. So basically you put a bit of text in there. I'll say YouTube, and you create, you'd select your font here. Let's say there's basically going to be one that suits your brand, I'm sure of it. I just want to, yeah, that'll do. Just something simple. You can change the font weight here, make it a little bit thicker, font size. There we go. And you can also change the icon here. So obviously we want YouTube, but there's tons to pick from there. I don't know if there's a Bandcamp. Is it a Bandcamp? You don't like a Bandcamp? No. Unfortunately, a Bandcamp. Maybe you can write to them. And it's not just that as well. We can change the colours. So we can change the icon colour background, because that's green at the moment. Let's change it to pink. The text colour background, let's get a pink to match it. And the actual icon as well. Let's change that. Yeah, there you go. That looks quite nice already. And you can see YouTube should be a little bit higher to match that icon. So we'll go to positioning, vertical position. I'll just move that up there like that, and basically mess around with all of these until you get a brand or whatever that kind of suits your channel, and straight away you can just save the panel there. And when you've saved it, head back over to your channel and edit the panel, and you just add the image there. And if you put a link into it, you can see here I've got my links to Discord or Streamlabs donations and things like that. That's how you would link that image to another website, an external site. Okay, for this one, I'll just go over a quick note basically about how to create these info panels I've got here, and not very different than what I've just done to create a one that you see for these basically section panels, donations, Discord and YouTube and things like that. But to create this one I've got there of me sitting on a bridge, or this album artwork, because I really think if you're a musician on Twitch, you definitely need to talk about who you are. And maybe post like your latest release. Kind of keeps it new, doesn't it? And relevant to your channel. So if we take this one for example, I've added an image just in the same way I added an image before with these section panels, and it said it will be scaled to 320. Like for me, I like the idea of it being a square, because all these sections seem to cascade at different sizes. I can't resize this panel at the moment because I'm using a screen recorder, which will just stop if I do that. But just believe that these all cascade in various browser sizes. So I kind of like the idea of trying to keep everything kind of square, and that's why the album artwork kind of complements that too. But if you go into it, you can see that I've got an image for me and an image for my artwork, and just for the artwork I've linked that to a Bandcamp release. Might be something you want to do. In regards to what I've wrote here, this is just basic text, but what it uses is a markup language, or markdown language, not HTML. And if you want to see how that is made, you just click on markdown, and it'll give you some examples in the code. It's really simple actually. It just tells you that's how to get different types of text, headers, things like that, and links, which will be really important somewhere down here. So you can see how I've done the social links. I've got Instagram, and then in brackets at Mrs. DJ, that's the bit that people will see, and you put also square brackets and then round brackets for the actual link. You can see there, if you just pause at this point if you're trying to do it yourself, and you can just copy this kind of layout, and that will show them like this. I mean, you don't have to do it like that yourself. I just think that looks quite nice. I think I saw somebody else do it and I thought that was a great idea. Same with here, I've done the same kind of principle here with this click here for the invite, just to double up and confirm the image link there in case people didn't know that was a link to an image. Anything else with that? YouTube, same with a link there, and the full gear list there. If anyone wants to read all that, I've got a full gear list somewhere else. Okay, for the scheduling plugin, now Twitch already has an inbuilt scheduling section where you can go click on here and it says schedule, and basically you can't import anything in here. It basically just places where you've previously played, so it can kind of basically take an average guess of when you're going to play next. But I think that's how it works, or maybe just at a glance someone can look at it and kind of get an idea of when you're going to play based on when you've previously played. That's how that works. But if you want to schedule it yourself manually, you can use this Streamlabs scheduling plugin. Now I think there's probably other scheduling plugins in there, but this seems to be the one that a lot of people use. So you can see there it's Streamlabs Stream Schedule and Countdown Panel Extension 103. Now if you wanted to add your own one of these, when you go to add a section, instead of doing add a text or image panel like you would with all of my other panels I've got on here, you go to extension panel, and then when that appears, click on extension manager. This will make this pop up, and you'll be able to choose other extensions. And now obviously I've chosen this Streamlabs Stream Schedule and Countdown. But if I just go back, and I'll probably have to remove that anyway. And of course I'll pause me, edit panels, and just remove this one because it has actually added to my channel. You can configure this. Let's go back, so you can see I've got stream start times. So I've got Monday to Friday at 9:30 for me, and you can change the color and things like that. I haven't done anything like that. And we go back, and you can see countdown to Mrs. DJ's upcoming Twitch streams, and it gives you a nice kind of timer. So anyone who does land on your channel will know when you're going to stream again, when you're planning to stream again. Okay, one quick little tip before we get onto donations is that reordering your sections, because I need to do this because I've just created one just to show you guys, and then I need to delete it, and you can see everything's kind of gone out of order. So you can edit the panels here, and then we have a look, and you can see, oh, I need to remove this one because there's nothing there. Let's have a look what's these now. Oh look, everything's kind of gone back to a proper order, so we're fine. So but if I wanted to reorder things, I can just drag and drop that there and go back, and you can see that appears there. So if you've got a crazy order, or you think it looks nice and then you resize it and it doesn't look great, just kind of mess around with the order in the edit panels, background scenes, and there you go. Okay, lastly then, we're going to finally look at donations, and you can see I've got this little part here. There's a lot of scope with Twitch, not just donations. You can get other things like subscribers and bits. You know what, I haven't even jumped into all of that yet because there's an affiliate program you need to get to. But for the moment, just when you're starting out on Twitch like me, you can set up a donations panel. So if we go to Streamlabs, and I'll show you how I set it up, you need to sign up with this company, Streamlabs, and there's other ways to get different types of donations, affiliates and all that, but Streamlabs is the one I've gone with. And you sign up with them, go to your dashboard, and go straight to donations. There's so many other things you can do with Streamlabs, and I will leave that for another video, but we go to donation settings. You see I have signed up or connected my PayPal account. And basically it gives you a URL, customize your tip page when viewers can send you donations, and there's a link there, and that's the link I've added to my Twitch channel. If you go back to my Twitch channel and now we click on donations, you'll see the donations page pop up. And basically if anyone's watching your Twitch channel and feels like they want to donate something, maybe they're enjoying what you're doing, they can throw in, say, you know, $5 in there, or suggested amount, put a message, and that will appear in the chat that they've donated. You can also set up stream alerts to appear as an overlay over your stream, but I'll probably get into that in another time. But for the moment, that's how you set up donations. So yeah, I'll leave that there then, and I just want to reiterate what I said before. I think Twitch is a really good place at the moment, or a good platform for musicians to try out, especially those who are missing out on the chance to perform because of the whole pandemic thing. It seems to be a bit of a buzz around that platform, and they're primarily known for a place to go to stream games, and obviously you can still do that. Maybe you just want to do that instead of playing music on it, but I personally have seen a lot of musicians jump over there to use it as that kind of like busking platform, and it's doing really well for them. And I'll be honest, I properly started streaming on it just this week. I say properly, I've dabbled before, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice place to hang out and just play some music and maybe chat to people, make some more connections, and all of this really helps. All of this, I can see a lot of scope in it going forward, so I'm just going to stick at it because I quite enjoy it. So let me know if you are new to Twitch, or you've got any tips for somebody starting out on Twitch. I'd love to hear them. Anyway, if you want to see more videos like this, and you probably will see more videos like this, let's be honest, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in another video.